Lou, what is your take on the music industry? Has streaming and accessibility when it comes to producing content made the industry better, or has it created too much clutter? It sometimes feels impossible to be heard when there's so much sound out there. I love the show and listen every day. Oh, thank you so much. Christian Brinkley. P.S. I do love you, Willie do. Yeah, see, he wasn't joking around. What you said is absolutely true. It's like a lot of things, right? Accessibility, more people are going to be doing it. At first glance, that seems like a nice thing, good thing. I mean, there's a lot of voices out there. You want those voices to be heard. You want everybody to be able to play the game. If that's what they want to do. That's what you hope for. But without having any gatekeepers, signal to noise ratio, you get this giant mashup going on. You get a lot of people trying their hand, and not all of it's going to be good. That's the thing. It's just the nature of the beast, as they say. Overall, I like it better because the idea of gatekeepers kind of bugs me. Like the idea of some executive deciding what gets to go out in the world, what message has access to distribution. That to me is bothersome. Then you have just a handful of perspectives that are able to leak out and leak through. But trust me, it's not all upside on the streaming side, because when it comes to engaging with the art itself, this feeling of an abundance, this feeling of an unlimited supply, sometimes from an end user perspective means that it's devalued. Like your perception of the importance of it or your ability to engage with it, to really pay attention. It's already, when it comes to content, it's very easy to be at an attention deficit where you can just pop around and bounce around. And a lot of social media is contributing and almost training us to do that, to be like that, to behave that way. So then you have this stuff that really matters to people. You have this very personal art, presumably. And you're like, I can only spend 10 or 12 seconds and then I'm hitting next. And it's like, geez, man, that guy spent 3 weeks on that track. And you're just flipping it like it was nothing. So there's a thing with the volume, the velocity, where it's like it almost rips away some of the specialness, some of the value, the potential value, and the end user's willingness to engage with that or to perceive value in the thing. But for me, this is an inevitable occurrence. This is what was going to happen as the world came online. You just weren't going to be able to put the cat back in the bag, in the hat. I don't know. Cat's out of the bag. Cat's out of the bag. People got online. They started sharing not just their music, but everything, man. You know that thing about like human content, all human created content, the percentage of it that has happened in like the very recent past, like in the last 10 years. Human beings made 100 times more content than... You know what I'm saying? I don't remember the exact statistic. We're all online. Everybody's messages, everybody's posts, everybody's pictures, everybody's Instagram stories, everybody's music, everybody's videos, everybody's movies. It's all there. We got to sift through it all now. And now we got to trust the new gatekeepers. You know who that is? The algorithms, Willie do. The algorithms. That's the new gatekeepers. That's the new record label. So we got to reverse engineer it. You know, I said everybody in this kind of game that's trying to get content out to the world has to become some sort of a scientist on the distribution side to figure out what you got to do to get the message out there in a very vast and populated landscape. But I don't want to go back to the old way. Myself, I wouldn't exist if it was the old way. Now, I'm not talking specifically in the music business, but just in general, the content business. I probably wouldn't exist. Because if it's like I wouldn't have had the keys to the castle. I could click upload. I could play the game. Even if I had to play really hard and weird and become some sort of algorithmic scientist, nobody stopped me from trying. And I guess you can always pick up a guitar. You can pick up a microphone. You can do your thing. And now you can put it online. And I think that, you know, you get a lot of people, you get a lot of artists that are a bit upset about it because they remember a time in which people treated the substance a little bit more specially. where people were excited about some new release because it didn't happen that frequently. I'll talk to my parents, for example, when my dad had a record collection. And like his record collection would look a lot like other people's record collections. Because if you were going to spend money on a record, you want to be sure you kind of like it. So you would go listen at someone else's place and you put that on and you would listen top to bottom, start to finish, like a ritual. And the meaning of that by default is going to have to be more significant to you because of your investment level as a customer, as a listener. It's different. You invested yourself. It's the same way that people out here defending the products and brands they like in the tech segment. Once you've invested, you spent your money. That's commitment right there. So what do I think about the music business? I think this was going to happen. I think it's a new game. And the sooner we become aware and we just recognize the new nature of it, the sooner that the individuals that are making the stuff can start to realize you can't just be that one thing. I know it's unfortunate. We want everything to be black and white, signed, sealed, and delivered. I'm just a guitar player. I'm just a lyricist. I'm just this one individual. I don't want to encompass all these other elements. It ain't like that anymore. You got to have your head on straight. You got to have these other aspects, these other elements. You got to grind, You got to get yourself in the meat grinder. See what you can do. See where you can be useful. See where you can enhance your offering. You got to play the game. I hope it doesn't discourage people. Like, I hope people still do it, but just recognize the limitation in that. No, your music is not that special. Like, neither is this video. You can go click 1,000 other things right now. You got the sidebar over there. You're clicking. There's people clicking off right now. Will.
I'm doing it right now.
Who knows what you're watching over there? So, but it doesn't change the fact. Access. I love it. I don't want to take it away from anyone because ultimately that's the chance. That's the piece. People right now, they're going to say, no, it's not really a chance, Lou. If I go put something online, 12 people are going to see it? Wait, come on, dude. I'm just saying, just the ability to hit the button. Imagine a reality in which that wasn't the case. Imagine a reality in which you had to put the outfit on, go into the office. Imagine me. Please give me the show on YouTube, please. Executive, please. That ain't me, man. They gave me the button. I said, all right, let me tackle this button. I saw the upload button. I said, all right. It might be a disaster. This might go nowhere. This could be embarrassing. The things people are going to say and do. What about the people in my personal life? Who does he think he is? You got to do it all, but the button is there. The button is there. So what's my take? There's a lot of sound out there. Yeah. Christian, there's a lot of sound out there, but that's the way I will prefer it. To answer your question, that's the way I would prefer it. And Willie Doo loves you back, by the way.